I'm Lara. Today we'll be doing a gentle flow and restorative class. Later for the restorative part of our practice, you'll need a bolster and a block. So a bolster is one of these long rectangular pillows. You can use a similarly shaped pillow if you don't have a bolster, or fold up a towel or a blanket if you'd like. And we'll go ahead today and get started in a fetal position. So lay onto your favorite side for your fetal position. You can rest your head into your upper arm. Let the knees curl in towards your chest, any amount that's comfortable, and your top arm can rest on top of the side body. You can let it gently rest onto the ground in front of the belly, or you can let it gently wrap behind the back. Just see what feels comfortable for you today. You can always rest your head on top of your bolster or pillow or blanket. And if it's resting in your arm, just let your head feel soft and just rest heavy onto that fleshy part of your bicep. You can let the eyes relax, close, feel your face soften, feel your belly soften as well. And just take the first few moments to invite yourself to this gentle practice. Another way to nurture and restore the body, to move with ease and sweetness, without that sense of intense effort, just allowing yourself to let things flow through you. And if you'd like to call in an intention for your practice, you can take a moment to set one, any positive thought for yourself or for anyone else who might need it. And take another full breath in through the nose, and sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. If you had your eyes closed, just gently open up the eyes. And you'll use your hands and arms to press yourself up to a comfortable seat. So you can sit with your legs crossed. You can always sit on top of a prop or onto your shins. And we'll just start to make some movements with our arms to invite circulation and movement into our chest and shoulders. So on your inhale, open your arms out towards the sides. And then as you exhale, cross your right arm over the left and just grab onto your shoulders. Inhale, opening it back up. And then exhale, cross the left arm over the right. And we'll just do this a few times, opening and crossing the arms. And the next time that you cross your right arm over the left, pause there, and then see if you can wiggle your fingers so you can maybe even grab around the edges of your shoulder blades. Pause, and feel that openness across the upper back. Sit up a bit taller, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, bring your elbows in towards your chest, let your head and neck curl down, and feel that stretching, that opening across the upper back. Belly's pulling in towards the spine. And a few steady breaths here, just breathing into the backside body. And come back up to seated with an upright spine. Open your arms out and then cross your left arm all the way over the right. And again, see if you can use your fingers to pull that grip a little bit more towards the mid-back around the shoulder blades. Sit up tall, inhale. And exhale, feel yourself curling in. Let the head and neck round down, creating space in the upper back. Let your head and neck be nice and loose. And then gently coming back up to seated, reach your arms back out. And with your inhale, circle your arms up towards the sky, touch your palms overhead. And with your exhale, bring your hands to the heart space. And then from here, just take your fingertips gently behind your hips. Come up high onto the fingertips. You can lean back just a little bit and find this opening across the chest. You might feel that there was some tension and tightness there where we were curling in, so open up that space. Just a couple more breaths in and out. And walk the hands in, coming back upright. And shift to face towards the front of our space, onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. And spread through the fingers wide, knees and feet about hip distance apart. Shift your shoulders forward beyond the wrists and start to circle your body over towards the right side. Circle your hips back towards the heels and then over towards the left side. And just make a few big circles with your body. Getting into the joints, getting into the outer hips. And the next time that you come forward, just start to seamlessly switch directions, going in the opposite way. And come back to neutral, back to all fours. Do a few rounds of cat and cow, gently stretching through the spine. And start to find breath and movement. So with your inhales, let your belly drop, gaze forward. Exhales, rounding up through the spine. And just a couple more. And come back to neutral. Tuck your toes with your hips all the way up and back to your downward dog, pressing the hips back. You can walk your feet out, bending one knee in at a time, just feeling that stretch into the backs of the ankles and the calves. Keep your arms pressing strong, keep your head and neck relaxed. And then walk your hands gently back towards your feet, coming to a forward fold at the back of our space. And with your inhale, come up halfway, flat spine, fingertips travel to the shins or knees, drawing crown of the head forward. Exhale and fold back down. Come up halfway 2 more times. Inhaling, heart forward, shoulders draw back. Exhale and fold. And one more with the breath, heart forward. Exhale and fold it back down. Rise all the way up to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Half salutations, moving with the breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, circling the arms up, touching palms. Exhale, hands to heart. And a couple more rounds. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold. And rise all the way to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching palms. Exhale, hands to the heart space. And one more round. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold it back down. And rise all the way up to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching palms overhead at the top of the breath. And exhaling, hands to the heart space. At this round, inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale to fold forward. And rise up halfway, flat spine. Exhale and fold, and then keep your hips up high. Walk your hands forward, back into your downward dog shape, keeping the extension of the spine and the lifting of the hips. Head and neck relaxed. And take a full breath in. And through the mouth, let it go. Now walk your feet all the way forward up to your hands, coming up to a forward fold at the top of our space. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold it back down, and then into your chair pose, Utkatasana. So you can have your feet hip distance, or if it feels safe, you can bring the big toes to touch with a little space between the heels. Bend your knees, and with your inhale, lift the chest and the arms up. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed here. Try to keep them from hiking up around your ears. Keep your core strong, legs are really working. Take one more inhale breath, and one more exhale breath. And then press into your feet as you inhale, stand up tall, touch your palms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart space. And back into chair just for one breath. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up, sitting back. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold, and keep your right foot in front. Take a big step back with your left foot. Take up a lot of space on your mat. And then spin your left heel down so your right toes are still pointing forward and your back foot is angled in. We're going to open up to warrior 2. So lift your chest. Circle your left arm all the way towards the back of our space. Arms out to a T, shoulders over your hips. Deep bend in your right knee, keep it stacked over your right heel. And try to focus your gaze forward over your front fingertips. And we'll move in and out of this pose with the breath. And straighten your front knee, reach both arms up and overhead. Exhale back to your warrior 2. And 2 more times, straighten your front knee. Exhale back to your warrior 2. One more, straighten your front knee, reach your arms up. Exhale back to your warrior 2. Straighten your front knee, reach your arms up. Turn to face towards the left side of your mat and pivot your feet so now your heels in, your toes are out. Into a goddess squat, bend both of your knees, bend your elbows out to the sides as well. And stay here, steady through the breath. Feel the chest open, feel the shoulders relax, legs are working, legs are stretching. Press into your feet, rise up, straighten your legs, straighten your arms overhead. And we're gonna switch the feet to do warrior two towards the back. So spin your right foot, angle it in, and then turn your left toes all the way towards the back of the mat. Warrior two, bending into the left knee and floating your arms out. And steady breaths, just reversing our perspective, facing in a different way. In this round, we'll just stay here, strong with the breath, a couple more breaths in and out. Flip your left palm to face up and gently reach it back to reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, circle your hands down on the inside of your left foot down to your mat. Walk your hands, pivot your feet, walk your hands all the way along the edge of the mat. Come to a lunge facing towards the front. So turn all your toes to point forward. Gently lower your left knee down. Reach up through the arms, through the chest, through the fingertips. Into this low lunge. And feel the stretch into the front of the left hip. Core is engaged. Shoulders are relaxed. Take one more inhale breath. And exhale, hands down. Lift your back knee up. And strong through the core, step your right foot all the way back. Lift your hips up and back to your downward dog. And just pause here, breathing in your downward dog. And inhale, shift forward to your plank position. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. And use your knees if you need for support so you can slowly lower to the belly with control. Point your elbows straight back. Try to get your hips and heart to touch down at the same time. Point your toes back and press the tops of the feet down. Hands are placed by your lower ribs. Inhale, lift the chest lightly, Cobra Bhujangasana. Exhale, gently release back down. Engage your core, press up through your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way up and back, downward dog. And just take a full breath in through the nose. Through the mouth, let it go. And walk your feet all the way up to your hands, coming up to your forward fold. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold it back down, and rise all the way up to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Bend into your knees, sweep your arms up as you sit back to chair pose. And then this time we'll sweep to the right, sweep your arms to the right side and sweep them back. Turn your chest towards the right side. Inhale, coming back up through center. Exhale, sweep towards the left side. One more on each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale and fold forward. Rise up halfway. And then exhale and fold. Keep your left foot in front. Take a big step back with your right foot. Again, taking that nice long stance. Spin your back heel down. Rise up, warrior two. Chest is open towards the right side of your mat. Arms out to a T. Back leg is straight. Bend into the left knee. In and out of this pose with the breath. Straighten your left knee, reach your arms up. Exhale, float it back down. Again, straighten your front knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, float it back down. And one more time, straighten your front knee, reach the arms up, and float it back down. And this time, straighten your front knee, reach your arms up. Turn everything to face towards the right side of your mat. Rotate your feet so the heels are in, toes are pointing out. Bring your hands to your heart as you come into this squat. And just as we did in the beginning when we were seated, inhale, open the arms out wide, and then cross your right arm over the left. Inhale, open them up, and then cross your left arm over the right. Now switching sides. Keep the legs strong. And the next time that your right arm crosses over the left, take another inhale, tall spine, and then again, rounding through the upper back. Steady breaths. And lift the chest upright, release the arms, press your legs straight, touch your palms overhead, and bring your hands to the heart space. Again, bend your knees once more. Inhale, open your arms out to the sides, and now cross your left arm over the right. Find that grip of the hands behind the shoulders. Take a tall spine, inhale, then exhale, curl your chest in. Steady breath, strong through the legs, stretching into the upper back. Lift the chest upright, open up the arms, circle your arms out and up, touch your palms overhead. We're gonna reset our feet, warrior two to the back. So spin your left foot, angle it in, and point your right toes all the way towards the back. Bend into your right knee, float your arms out to a T. And breathe here. And strong through the legs. Flip your right palm to face up. Reach it back to reverse warrior. Feel this stretch, relax the shoulders, take one more inhale breath. And then as you exhale, take your hands down on the inside of your right foot. You're going to walk your hands, pivot your feet around all the way back towards the front. So point all your toes forward. Lower your right knee down, lift up through the arms, through the chest, through the fingers. Find that nice lift. Take one more inhale breath. And then exhale, start to bring your hands down. Lift your back knee up. Step it back to your downward dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank position, shoulders over your wrists. You can stay in plank with your knees lifted up or lower your knees down. We're going to do 3 Chaturanga Push-Ups. So take your heart forward as you inhale. And as you exhale, lower down halfway about to the level of your elbows. Press back up. 2 more with the breath. Lower down with control. Keep your elbows close to the body. Inhale, press it back up. 1 more time, lowering down and press it back up. Let's slowly lower all the way down to the belly. Toes point back, hands by the low ribs. Rise to cobra, opening up through the chest. And then from here, just walk your fingertips out a bit wider. About in line with your shoulders, come up high to your fingertips. And then as you press into your fingertips, can you lift the chest higher, still pressing the feet down and feeling that openness across the chest. And steady full breath. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, gently release. And bring your hands by your chest, rise up to your hands and knees. Shift your hips all the way back towards your heels. Sit onto your heels. You can have your toes tucked under or point your toes back. And just reach the arms up towards the sky, touch your palms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart space. And just do that 2 more times. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And 1 more full breath in, circling the arms up, touching palms. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Let your eyes relax, close. If you're uncomfortable in this seated position, switch to whatever is your most comfortable seat. And just find your comfortable seat with a tall spine, eyes closed, hands touching at the heart space. And we'll do a few rounds of slowing down the breath. So what we'll do is inhale and exhale through the nose. And I'll count the breaths for you, inhaling for a count of 3 and lengthening the exhale for a count of 6. So empty out the breath wherever you are. And then together through the nose, inhale 2, 3. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just do a couple more rounds on your own. Feeling the body and the mind come to that calm state by slowing down the breath. Feel ease in the face and the shoulders, stillness through the body and through the mind. And let your next round of breath be complete all the way to the exhale without rushing. And take a full breath in through the nose, and sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. Blink your eyes open, just rest your hands to the tops of the thighs, take a moment. We're going to use our bolster for our first restorative pose. So you'll take your bolster, you're going to place it about in the middle of the mat, vertically. And you're going to lay your belly on top of it and have the top edge right below your bottom ribs. And then from here, you might need to adjust a little bit just to get into that right position. Come onto your forearms, and then you're going to cross your right arm underneath the left. Walk your arms out to the sides as best as you can, and then see if it's comfortable for you to let your head rest down onto your mat, or you can take your block underneath the forehead, or a blanket or a pillow underneath the forehead, and just let your arms cross and feel the stretch into the triceps. And as you rest onto your belly, gently stimulating the digestive organs, stretching the backs of the shoulders, let your feet relax. They can even open out to the sides a bit. just let your body melt in. So the beauty of our restorative practice is that we practice the art of doing nothing. Each pose is held for several minutes, and it should be fairly comfortable. If this is too much pressure on your shoulders, try to stack 2 bolsters on top of each other or fold up a few more blankets. Just make the bolster or the prop that's underneath your belly a bit higher so your shoulders have space to get to a spot where you feel the stretch, but the rest of your body can also rest. And if it's more comfortable, you can turn your face to one side to see how that feels. As you rest onto the front side of your body, you can feel the breath gently moving the body. Maybe you can even feel your heartbeat or your pulse. Just be grateful for all these functions that happen automatically in the body to keep us alive. And gently start to deepen your breath. Bring your head through center. Lift your head and neck, and then you'll just wiggle your arms back through center. And for a moment, just come onto your forearms. Press the forearms into the earth and lift your chest forward into this gentle Sphinx pose. And we'll get ready to cross our arms in the opposite way. So you can take left arm underneath the right, and then reach your arms out to either side. You can rest your forehead down through center or on top of a block, or turn onto the opposite cheek. And just in the first few moments, again, allow yourself to check in and do any little adjustments that you need to make yourself feel a little bit more comfortable. And then just let your body melt into the shape. again, gently deepen your breath, fuller breath in and out. Bring your head through center, lift your head and chest up so you can bring your forearms back to that parallel position. Turn your palms to face up, so again into that Sphinx pose, but inviting that openness across the chest. And then from here, you can just press your hands back, shift your hips back, coming onto all fours, and we'll just readjust for our next position. You'll just bring your bolster towards the back of your mat. And we'll open up the front side of the body, so go ahead and sit your hips in front of your bolster. Lay your spine down on top of the bolster, so it's supporting the curve of your spine. Open your arms out to the sides, and choose a position of your legs that feels good. You can have your feet wider, knees rest against each other. You can extend your legs out straight. You can have your feet together, knees opening out to the sides. Eyes relaxed, closed. Take a full breath in and out. And if you're more open in the chest and shoulders, you can open your arms out wider towards a T shape, or maybe bend your elbows with your palms facing up. And really counter stretching into the fronts of the shoulders, into the chest, into the collarbones, just opening up through the heart space. Notice the calm that starts to happen in your body as you just allow yourself to stay still. And maybe the experience isn't calm just yet. In fact, maybe it's uncomfortable to try to find that stillness. And it's far easier to distract yourself with fidgeting or adjusting, or wanting to just end this practice a little bit short. See if you can have patience with the body and patience with the mind. Allow yourself to take a step back and just be a witness to your thoughts and your experience. Allow yourself to experience whatever you are having and not place any judgment or labels or attachment. Just watching it happen. And as you create that distance from the experience, you might find less of a need to participate with your thoughts or emotions, just allowing them to come up. If you're fully comfortable in this shape, you're welcome to stay here for your final rest, Shavasana. If you prefer to change the shape of your body or your props to make yourself even more comfortable, take a moment to do that. Some other nice options are to rest with your bolster underneath the knees, or to just lay flat onto your back. Settle into your comfortable shape. And as you're reclined, feel the back of the head heavy down into the earth. And take a moment to press the back of the head down into the earth and gently lift the heart space, lift the chest up. You'll feel the shoulder blades gently lift off of your mat or your props. Roll the shoulder blades down the back and then set your upper back down once again. And just feel that space and length you've created for the back of the neck. If your arms are out to the sides, turn the palms to face up. And let your legs have your feet open a little bit wider than your hips. So your feet can just relax as the toes turn open towards the sides. Back side of the body is heavy. Top surface of the body is soft. Invite your eyes to rest closed. And before our deepest rest, taking another full breath in through the nose. And gently sighing it out through the mouth, letting it go. And with that exhale, just feeling the weight of your body melt down to the earth. Let the face soften, feel your eyes rest back, jaw relaxed. And shoulders heavy, belly soft, hips heavy. And just resting down through the arms, all the way down into the fingers, and resting through the legs, all the way down into the toes. Letting every part of your body, every part of your mind let go of effort and enter into that state of ease and surrender to receive all the benefits of your practice. As our restorative practice is again that sweet art of doing nothing, receiving rest and relaxation. Feel free to stay here in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. And if you're ready to close up your practice, still stay gentle through the body and through the mind. Take a fuller breath in and a fuller breath out. Feel the breath gently reawakening the body. And bring some subtle movements into your fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, reach your arms all the way back behind you. Find that nice long stretch from end to end. And then gently rest your hands onto your belly, grounding the palms onto the body. You can keep the legs as they are, or gently bend your knees up and plant your feet down onto the earth. And we'll close up just grounded here. Reconnect to your intention. Remember the reason for your practice today. And thank yourself sincerely for valuing rest and relaxation to restore and heal the body. And I thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.